All right, so today we're going to have a look at expanding double brackets, and the learning objective is mainly to be able to expand double brackets. And we're also going to have a little bit of a look at single brackets as a review as well. So as usual, if you're stuck with this or any homework, feel free to drop it in the comments, or you can also email it to me on educatecloud.online@gmail.com. And so as a starter, we're going to have a couple of simple expansions. And just a little hint with this, that everything that's on the outside of the bracket should multiply with everything on the inside. So have a go, pause the video. I want you to try them yourself and then we'll go through them. So with the first one, we're going to times 5 by the 3x and also times it by the 10. So we will have 15x plus 50. So do 5 times 3x, which is 15x, and 5 times 10, which is 50. Here we're going to do x times y, which is just xy. Here is a minus, so make sure that's consistent, so it will still be minus. And then x times by 7, which is just 7x. We write the number before any letter. Here we've got 7x times 3y, so we're going to do 7 times 3, which is 21, and then x times y, which is just xy. And then we're going to do 7x times 2, so that will be minus 14x. Remember the minus as well. Here it's m times m. A common mistake here would be to say 2m. I'm sure some of you did that, but it's actually m squared. And then m times 3n would be 3mn. So that is how you'd go about doing some simple expansions. All right, now we're going to have a look at double brackets. Okay, so when we've got two brackets next to each other, and I'm going to show you a couple of examples with this. So here we are asked to expand the following expressions. Now, my method to do double bracket expansion is to try to draw a little eye or a crescent moon, and I'll show you exactly how that works. So x times x, I'm going to draw. So x times x, that's our first thing that we're going to draw. And x times x, not 2x, it's x squared. And then we're going to do x times by the 7. Okay, which is x times 7 is just 7x. And then we're going to do the 4 times by the x. So everything needs to be times by everything else, which is 4x. And the last thing which we haven't done is a 4 times the 7. So 4 times 7, super simple, is just 28. So it's going to be x squared plus 7x plus 4x plus 28. And if you've done simplifying before, you would know that 7x and 4x are like terms and they can be added together. So this will become x squared plus 11x plus 28. And why did I say this was an eye? I don't know if you can notice, but here's like the inner pupil of the eye, and then you've got like the outer eye, or some people like to think of it as like a crescent moon as well down here. So whatever you prefer, think of it like that. Okay, the next one, we've got a 2x and an x. Again, the 2 is just going to remain as 2, and the x times the x makes a 2x squared. And then you're going to do 2x times the 6, which gives us plus 12x. Then you've got the minus 2 times the x. Remember, this is minus 2. A lot of people would have forgotten that minus. So don't forget the minuses. Minus 2x. And then minus 2 times 6. Again, that's a minus 2. So it will be minus 12. And here, again, we have like terms, so it's 12x minus 2x, which is just 10x. Yeah, so 2x squared. 12x minus 2x, which is 10x minus 12. So 2x squared plus 10x minus 12, and this is our final answer. So that's how you would go about doing double brackets. So try to do a little moon shape or an eye shape, just everything times everything else. All right, so you can pause the video and have a go expanding the following. All right, so here x times x is x squared, x times 1 is just 1x, or you can also just write x. Minus 1 times x, that's a minus 1x, and minus 1 times 1 is just minus 1. Here, the 1x minus x minus 1x is just 0. So all your answer is x squared minus 1. So that is your final answer. Next one, 2x times x. Well, that gives us 2x squared. 2x times 2. Well, that gives us 4x. Minus 1 times x is just minus 1x. And minus 1 times 2 is minus 2. So our answer is 2x squared. 4x minus 1x is 3x. So 3x minus 2. So that is your answer to these questions. Now we've got a couple more examples that we can practice. These are slightly more complicated. And with the first one, what you would think to do, what a lot of people would do, is just square the x and square the 3. But that is not what this is asking you to do. This is asking you to square the whole bracket. That means repeat this and times it by itself like this. So you're literally timesing everything by everything else. So you're doing x times x, which is x squared, x times 3, which is 3x, 3 times x, which is again 3x, 3 times 3, which is 9. So you get x squared plus 3x, add 3x plus 9, which just gives you x squared plus 6x plus 9. That is your final answer. Again, with this next one, you do 4x minus 3. You times it by itself. So 4x minus 3 times by itself. And this gives us 16x squared minus 12x, which just becomes minus 24x. Plus 9, because minus 3 times minus 3 makes a positive 9. And lastly, we would treat this whole thing as an expansion of x plus 2, and then just minus it from a simple expansion of x times x and minus x times 3. So that would be minus x squared minus 3x. And this here all just becomes x squared plus 4x plus 4. And we're just taking away x squared and taking away 3x. So what you would get is x squared minus x squared is 0. 4x minus 3x is just x. And then just this plus 4. Okay, remember this sign. So I like to think of it as boxes. So 4x minus 3x. X squared minus x squared, and then you just have the plus 4. So your answer is literally just x plus 4. Okay, so I hope that made sense. If you do have any questions about this, I did go through it quite fast because it isn't one of the hardest topics that we'll go through. If you do have any questions, you can leave it in the comments or message me. Thank you.